States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome everybody to our February 17th Park Board meeting. Approval of minutes from our February 2nd meeting.
Motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Just make the motion or second. Second. All right, make the second. All those in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. That passes. Next up, the approval of claims. First off, with the accounts payable for the period ending February 17th. That
We accept the accounts payable for February 17th, 2026.
Ryan makes the motion. Moving to second. All those in favor of the accounts payable presented, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So that passes. Next up, the payroll voucher for the period ending February 6th.
Make a motion to approve payroll voucher dated for February 6th.
And you make the motion with your second.
Second.
Others. Just make the second. All those in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, same sign. So that passes. Okay. We'll move on with our department head reports. We'll start with Tom, please.
For the month of January, we had 108 cases. There was one written warning, 0 citations issued, responded to 8 property damage accidents, had 0 injury accidents. We always want to see that. That's awesome. Had 2 arrests, 64 traffic stops. Night shift put out 60 security checks. And our Spillman system showed we had 0 cases filed with the prosecutor's office for review. However, there was active ongoing cases. That took a lot of investigating, going for interviews, like at Bloomington, places like that. So the department was working on some very important cases that led to the arrest. That's all I have on the stats. The Barker family welcomed their baby, Callie Nicole. We're happy for them. We've got workout equipment now, Smith machine in the garage. Department's excited about that. Haven't got to use it a lot since the construction is going, and there's some cleaning that needs to take place on the concrete being cut. Zach has been in contact with us about setting up a time for training to go over the ordinances. With Officer Barker being off right now with the baby, we want to have everybody here. We want to mandate everybody in here when it works out for that. So I haven't forgot about that. We've been in communication with email. Appreciate that. We'll hopefully here soon. If it works out with your office, we'll get that set up.
So I've got some training materials. I'm not sure how long we'll be together, but on top of that, I did create a flow chart for you guys that you can take out into the field that'll hopefully help enforcement and clear up questions.
We appreciate that. That's all I have.
Any questions, comments, or responses? Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Move on to Scotland wastewater.
Month report for January, removal of CBOD was 98.003%. Removal of total suspended solid was 98.724%. Removal of ammonia was 95.673%. Removal of phosphorus was 92.504%. Daily average flow was 262,000 gallons a day. And for the month, we treated 10,105,909 gallons. And we had no MPDS permit violations. We got pressed 51,688 gallons. Cold snap, we put the plant in what we call Arctic mode. There's a lot of pieces of equipment that we'll go ahead and just put in hand to keep it running, so we don't have to worry about freezing. January 23rd is when we put everything in that situation. On the 11th, when we finally took the last couple pieces out of that, we put them back in full auto. That's about the longest we've ever been in that situation. During that whole time of the deep freeze, we ran into a couple issues with the drum screen that hopefully we've got them all open today. Actually had portions of the top of our oxidation ditch that ice had first started to set on. Couldn't belt press for 3 weeks because of it. And our sludge holding tank one, when we went to go waste in it, we've noticed that the bracket's broken, so we're gonna have to take it offline. Well, it is offline, or we're gonna have to pump it completely out and get down in there to see exactly what we've got. But, drum screen, got it unclogged, still getting what we need from the JC store. Did our monthly cleaning on the manhole 431. Manhole 413, there's a issue with flow channels. That was one of them as part of the project, so contractor's been made aware of it. We did get the lift station backed out. Working on the surplus equipment, on the procedure and everything I need to do to get that to you guys. Now we've kind of turned everything in full auto, and then now we get to start spring maintenance, so I'll get worked in, but equipment maintenance, the one we finally got completed before all the weather. Now we're starting on all the spring maintenance on the pumps and gearboxes. Still working with Reedy's on some of those repair issues on where we are on the budget before I proceed. I guess one good thing about being so cold, we couldn't do work outside. Did a lot of extra training and detailed training with Johnny on some of the stuff we've got down there. Our ditch PLC, I'm working on a spare inventory list on it. Still researching the new asset management plan requirements that I talked about last month on what we need to do, what the council needs to do. It's a new process, and we've got a year and a half before our timeline is up, so we've got some time to. Quite frankly, they don't have all the bugs out of their system yet, so once they do, I'll have a clear picture there. Running the ERA unknowns, we do those usually twice a year. In the process of getting those ringing, and we ordered some spare UV parts. $10,378 worth for that. So we've got some stuff we need there. That's all I've got.
Any questions you got? Thank you. All right, move on to John, the street pump.
Short and sweet. 41 low gangs, 1 choke up, and 1 dog. We did have another dog, but he went home. This empty trash cans downtown cleaning shop for the winter. I had to work on the brine shredder. It busted some plastic. Loud stuff.
We heard back on, their quote was their timeline of when they need to be coming out to
First week of March.
first week of March.
What, weather pending.
Yeah.
And I told Kevin, I called Kevin and told him.
I forget the exact date that she gave me.
Yeah, I called him and told him.
Any questions for Sean? Thanks, sir. Did we want to,
See the senior roof, he's the one that went over and inspected it, so I just was gonna, I wanted him to talk about it.
okay, sorry, I did not see that.
There was 2 inches of ice at the bottom of that, and that's where it was leaking. The whole roof is a rolled shingled roof. It probably needs to be looked at, probably needs maybe some little extra TLC, it maybe getting bolted or something. It shouldn't be leaking like that, but the only other part I did see is up on the second level, the windows. There was some ice on the top and it was dripping down on the window seals. With that coming down along the wall and running down. Most of the water was at the very end, probably 2 foot from the gutter. I went inside and took out the panels, and that was the plywood at the crack here. That's where it was coming through. So could it be the ice, or could it be water coming from up above the and coming way down? And
Had anyone there noticed any leaking before? Are they noticing,
it has leaked before. Yes. It usually only happens though when we get stuff like this. That's what I'm wondering, if it's just the roof needs to be, well, needs to come look the roof, maybe re-shingled or rubber roofed, or. I'm not saying we couldn't do something, but I wouldn't. It may entail more than what I can do.
Where was the water? Because he was talking about the
It was-
basement.
Huh?
He was talking about the basement.
Prison basement.
Well, yeah, we were so confused with what he was telling us.
No, not really.
Because he said storage, and then he was talking about the base, and we didn't understand. That's why we sent you over there. I don't,
No, that roof, it spans all the way across from where they keep the food, the little hallway, and then the other little office or whatever.
who's on the backside?
It's on that backside, yeah.
so it's not leaking into the room there that they use, or it is?
No.
No.
No, it's all back here on the backside by the door. About 2 foot away from the gutter. That's where all the ice was piled up at. And I told him to let me know if it didn't stop after we took the ice away, though. We went up there physically crunched the ice, got the ice off the roof. I told him to call me if it did, I'm gonna call something,
We've not heard back from him.
so maybe that's all that it was. But if that's the case, I would think the shingles may need to be, or that, that roll shingle needs to be replaced maybe or something too.
Okay.
I just thought someone else would even look at it, so somebody does it every day.
All right. Thanks, sir. Anything else for Dawn?
What do you guys want to do? Do you want to go with the contractor looking at it? You want to hang tight to see if it starts leaking again? What are you guys thinking?
Most people will do free quotes, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they can come and look at it, give us quotes and stuff.
There's, one wrong.
Yeah, I just don't know exactly what is wrong. Could it be the windows? I mean, there's, or maybe it's be the shingles are going bad.
Okay. We can reach out for some quotes. For that roof.
Do you want me to, you guys give me people you want me to call, or are you guys gonna do this, or what do you want to do?
We'd be on this amount.
Okay.
There's plenty of small people like that, that really.
Thanks, sir. Move on to Brian, the school report.
Alrighty, school board updates. Right now, we're in the interviewing process for a new middle school principal. We'll do that over the next couple weeks. Had pretty good interest in the position. Actually, surprisingly, more than we thought we have. Interviews are going to be conducted in 2 rounds. Administrators, teachers, counselors, and community members being involved. March 2nd is our deadline for our retirement deadline for the school year. That's the date in which teachers need to announce their planned retirement. We do expect to have a few this year. The recent snow days used by our corporation prompted the board to discuss the pros and cons of various types of instruction using our e-learning plan. The state allows for 3 asynchronous e-learning days that do not have to be made up, but each corporation gets to choose if they use synchronous or asynchronous days, and then how the school corporation sets up its calendar to address the potential snow days. New elementary gym has been a hit. I encourage all of you to attend an event held at that facility. It's being used daily. It's alleviated a lot of gym constraints for our entire corporation, so it's being used all the time. There are also a few legislative items that kind of noted on there being discussed that could have some possible impacts. I'm not going to read through all of that, but I will note that both Senate Bill 78 and House Bill 199 deal with limiting social media access for students during the school day, which is something that's been an issue here recently. I do expect some kind of legislation to be passed that includes that. And then also House Bill 1004 seems to want to eliminate work hours from teacher contracts. We kind of view that as a possible push by the state legislature to basically eventually lead to removing collective bargaining from the, altogether. So lots going on, lots to follow, a lot of other things in the works as well. So just a lot of legislative action to be followed. Next meeting scheduled for Tuesday, March 10th at the high school.
Questions from Brian?
I figured I'd let Andy do the park update.
Park update. So Duke, I told them at the park board meeting, Duke started their underground, and when they got down from the playground, they started down the hill, they realized it was fill and not actually dirt and grass, so a lot of concrete, which is causing the blacktop to move. So they stopped. It's their responsibility. They'll handle it, but they can't do it in this weather, so it'll be another month probably. They're going to, Brian can probably explain that better. Apparently how deep they have to go, now they're gonna put it in conduit.
They should be going 4 feet,
Yeah,
but they're probably going to go more shallow.
they're gonna have to go more shallow because of the concrete.
Perry and I, when we ran the lines for the softball diamond, we ran the same issue. Because that whole area is basically concrete blocks, rubber, appliances, you name it, whatever people use to fill in that valley. I'm sure he knows. It's a mix. You may hit a refrigerator, you may hit a stove, you may hit a cinder block. It took Perry and I trenched for 2 days just to get the lines in for the softball field. There's a lot of fill. There's a lot of stuff in that your trencher will hit.
So no cost to us, but that's why they're building it.
Yeah.
Okay,
They did install the new pole.
they did get new poles.
The new pole's in, but
New poles in, and then that box is out there, and
Yeah.
it's just not tying it all together yet.
Yeah.
Yes, and then the snow came, so they called me and put it on hold for a second, but they know what, they have a plan in place, they know what they're doing. It was playground equipment, so they came, Play Pros came and measured for the hillsides, which they think will work for the grade, the Omni spinner, which is like a merry-go-round, some little bobble things, and a teeter-totter. So that will bring it out a little bit. That should get with the additional funding that we are receiving, but they're gonna give me a total bill to see if we can afford all of the items. A lot of it will depend upon the safety of the hillside and the grade. If there's too much of a grade, then we may have to have the borders and the fire door wood under it, which will cost us money. If not, then we're okay. So they're gonna give us a bill. Park agreed that those items were fine with what we got. If we have to delete 1 or 2 to pay for that, then we're good. So as long as we're good, everybody's good, it should have within 2 weeks of when we're around that. The Ashland said that she got a quote because we need new grates and filters for $3,100. So we need to vote on whether that's okay to try to go ahead and order that. I think she's working on interviewing a government applications.
We've got a few back. but a lot of people can't even pick them up. And it's not time for them to be back yet, so.
That's about it, we just need to vote on that, so that's okay.
Where'd she get the quote from, do you know?
Section R, red.
Recreonics,
Yeah,
you'll see a lot of invoices for that.
Yeah, we use them.
yeah, that's what she used then. Which she thought was a good. I guess they sort of gotten all the other items from.
Grade's actually in the pool or?
On the edge,
Yeah.
there's missing
Something.
several and broken pieces.
Yeah.
Part of that's because of the concrete too. I've learned about that something.
Because it's shifting, it's causing.
You're always gonna have grade issues. And the concrete's shifting.
Right.
Makes sense.
And are the filters, like, you take them out and clean them, or they're just in there till they're bad, or?
I guess they're good. I don't, I don't know, I guess they're before bad. But I think we got a lot of problems with that. After the issue last year, it caused the summer filters.
Oh, I'm
to
sure they're gas degrading.
accelerate. Okay.
And we're not sure if we're gonna have to clean out. What we're gonna have to clean out.
Yeah, we don't know what we're gonna do, so people that want on that too, we may have to hire some people to come in there.
The diving
All
one,
that we're gonna have to clean out.
I'm sure it would not make sense to use those old filters with having the pumps redone over the winter and. Yeah, and they've got to just be affordable after last year.
So I guess we can vote on that to order them. I don't know if we should wait till the weather, I don't know how long it takes to get those in, whether we should see what other issues we have as well.
I'd say this month, since we had such a, let's get it on the, make sure we got.
Cause I know we got a hole in the big pool, right?
The liner, yeah. But well, the big tears in the liner, I think the small pool.
No, the big pool over on the deep end, there's probably a 10 or 12 inch rip in the seam.
Okay, and there's also one of the small pool.
Does that need to be fixed first before we know what we should? That's what I'm wondering.
We need filters regardless.
Yeah, the grades and filters are just, those are given.
Yeah,
You have to.
grades and filters are given, I agree.
Now, the big filter underneath, you can clean that. That one guy showed Jamie how to clean it that one time, but it's got that medium in there. Just
I'm wondering if the tanks don't need to be flushed out.
Oh, it's, I'm sure it is.
That would be.
But I think you can take that sand out, put new sand in.
You can.
Which will help, just.
Oh, yeah, but it needs new sand too.
So we need to figure out how to avoid that this year.
Well, the chlorine wasn't right.
Right.
So-
It's a training.
Yes,
It is a training.
I'd say it makes sense to put new sand in too, since we are starting all fresh. But to have her get a quote for the sand.
I would highly recommend having 2 or 3 people know exactly how this works.
Exactly.
Instead of just one.
You guys could still vote and approve that, and then pending what will she find out? That way.
Can Chris fix the liner? Did we decide that? You know?
Fix the liner?
Mhm.
No, you cannot. That's gonna take a special patch. Glue, heat, whatever.
But we have it. We have the materials, right? Isn't that what Kevin said?
We do have the material, but I don't think you're gonna need it. I think it's just a seam that's busting apart. Now, in the small pool, I haven't seen that.
Small ones from the ladder, when the guys painted the play feature years ago.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, you done
They're
metal?
just gonna have to have how much it's gonna be.
I forget who comes and does it.
I don't know either, but it was the paint job on the play feature.
If somebody come back and done that, was it the same people?
Not sure.
Not even sure. But I think we do have some of that material.
But like you said, it's just,
One of the big, I think this has to be seen back unless it's, like I said, I'm not a pool. I don't know. You know, I don't know if Chris would know that either, since he's dealt with this more.
okay, so vote to,
So looking for a motion for, at least do grades and filters.
How much was it again?
3,100.
One even. I'll make a motion for us to go ahead and purchase the filters and grates for $3,100.
A second.
A motion made for a second. All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Now, is it all new grates all around, or is it just where there are broken ones? Probably all the way around, do you think? Brian,
What?
is it new grates all the way around?
Oh, I wouldn't think so.
Oh, just where the broken ones
I
are?
would say so. Yeah, it'd be a lot more. I have a feeling if it was grates all the way around.
Yeah, I think it costs more than that.
3,100 won't get you very far. That's why I say that.
I forget what we're seeing. You're saying.
You said?
Is there a receipt or something from the last people that done it? Can you look at, what's that been, 2 years ago? Or was that last year?
The new sand?
No, the patches. That was last year, wasn't it? Last summer. If there's a receipt or something.
Who did it?
That's what I'm asking. Maybe. I thought that, cause that one Texas company comes painted, but I don't know if they stayed.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you might be higher than.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else, pool park related? Yes. You do that. All right, moving on to,
Tim wasn't here, so she had to step up.
we got the old business, we have anything? Old business. Now move on to new business. First up would be Pond Road.
He didn't show up, so
Okay.
move on.
Move on, family. All right, looks like we've got two sewer adjustments. One for 221 North Sycamore Street and the other for 719 West Cross Street. First one, Sycamore, there was a leak, pipe bursting. Average sewer usage per month would be 1,075 gallons. Gallons be adjusted 35,525 gallons. For adjustment for the council would be $359.16.
Pipe first.
And drinking the cellar.
It's been 50.
We don't require it anymore. Doesn't go anywhere. But it stays.
Going through fast. Those for 719 West Front Street. Those for the working line at the back of the house. It's since been repaired. Copy the bill. Average sewer usage would be 2,350 gallons. Gallon to be adjusted is 9,650 gallons. Amount to be adjusted for the council is $97.56.
You said the back of the house, like, still going to the owner or?
Yes, looks like going to 25 feet from the back of the house. And we're putting the house in the meter. Yeah, questions of those? If not, I entertain a motion.
Motion to approve sewer adjustments for 221 North Sycamore for $359.16 and 719 West Front Street for $97.56.
Okay, Kristen makes the motion, is there a second?
Second.
Brian makes the second. All those in favor of the approving sewer adjustments, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. And so it passes. Okay, we got something on new business. Spoke to the school, they're looking to put in a stop sign at Water Street as it intersects with I know we've got one on Water Street going down. Is that a temporary or is that a permanent? We have,
They're both, that was permanent.
who was?
We got one there and then one going on to Sugar. They're both permanent.
You both permanent? What would it take for us to get one coming back up.
That's the state's
That should be the state's responsibility.
because it's 30 feet from the highway.
That's the state responsibility.
Any intersection, I do believe, off the highway.
Yeah, guys, leave that to the state.
I mean, I don't think that we're not, I don't think it's. I don't know,
Well, no. Anything else under new business? Okay, well, once, and twice. Will there be a motion to adjourn? Make a motion in a second. Second, all those in favor, approve. You're welcome for more.
Something